This is the first photo I wanted to show of a particular 4-inch scar that I had on my inside right elbow. Um, I have keloid skin. Unfortunately, I also have a cat. Uh, she is a darling, but in playing, I sometimes get in the way of her scratchings. So I had this 4-inch, and then I said, well, okay. I had bought a bottle of FOL from Tony on the 19th of July. I joined the company on the 22nd. I took that particular photo on the 27th. So it is less than a week that I changed from that to this, where you can barely see it. This was the next day, the 28th. The 27th was the first one. This is the 28th of July. Now you cannot even see where the scar is. And normally, when I get scarred like that, because I have keloid skin, my skin usually would look like this. And these are scars that I had before that 4-inch scar. And these are even disappearing because I have been constantly using FOL, both topically as well as internally. Secondly, I wanted to talk about a chemical burn that I had on my face. Unfortunately for myself, I am also an avid gardener, and I was spraying my plants, and unfortunately, I got some insecticide on my face because the breeze blew in the wrong direction. And unbeknown, I promised myself when I got inside, I'd wash my face and things like that, but I may have used my sleeve, which was also on, and rubbed it into my face. So that did not help. And my face started to turn white, and then it started to peel. So that unfortunately, when I got a particular product that I found in my mother's bathroom, which was coconut oil, I said, well, let me try this and see if it will soothe my face. I did not read the fine print, and the coconut oil had lemon in it. And that lemon burned and caused my skin to turn white. It was already starting to turn white, but it started to turn white, and it spread as well as shedding my skin. And in better light, this is what it looked like. You can see over my eyebrows, it started to be on the sides of my nose. The peeling had stopped when I started to take the FOL on the 19th, and I started to take the FOL on the 20th. And this picture was taken on the 27th, as well as the scar on my arm, because I realized, but wait, it's no longer itching, it's no longer red. My areas are white still, yes, but I'm no longer getting peeling. And the FOL that I was taking internally started to help in less than a week. So that you can see my chin was white, the sides of my nose were white, it started to go up my cheeks, and over my eyebrows were white. I was panicking, but luckily FOL came to the rescue. And then I started to use the facial products, which I got in shortly after. And now my skin is back to normal. And this is what it looks like now. Sorry, I was a little disheveled and a little greasy coming in from the garden, but one of my clients had asked me to see a picture of what it looked like. I said, well, let me wash. I said, but no, let me show it to you as is. And you can see my skin is back to normal. And everywhere that was white came back to regular skin. And I am back to normal. And that is the power of the FOL. So that I was very happy to share that. And last but not least, because Tony did ask me to share a couple others, my hair growth. I have always had, I will start at the beginning. I was a baby with a big afro. I was about 3 or 4 months old. I was born with hair. So I always had hair. But when you start to lose your hair, you know you have a problem. I am now 60, yes. However, I was also in the Defense Force. So having worn headdress for 18 years, because I was in Cadet Force before I went into Defense Force in full. That is me on the left, in case you didn't recognize. And in wearing headdress, your headdress sits on your 2 temples most of the time, and you wear it most of the day. And constantly on and off, those are the first places that starts to thin out as you grow older, unbeknown to me. So I had to then try everything that I could. And yes, I have always had hair, long, short. It didn't matter, straight, curly. It was all there. It started to thin out slowly but surely at the temples, you can see. Even though it was long and thick in the back, the temples would not grow as they used to. This is after I left the Defense Force. And then I said, okay, let me try my FOL as best as I could. And I did. I put it in my hair products, which was my grease, a spray bottle with a little bit of water every time I went to set my hair or to comb out my hair. And then I started to bring in the shampoo and conditioner, which has FOL in it. And even though I started with thinking, well, let me cut my hair back. You can still see at the temples, yes, it is purple, but you can see at the temples, it was slowly coming back in, but it wasn't as quick as I wanted it, especially since I am accustomed combing my hair straight back, and not having hair at the temples was not my ideal scenario. So as I said, I boosted up my FOL internally, and then I started to use the shampoo and conditioner. And from the shampoo and conditioner, I did not just get back my hair at my temples, I also have less gray hair, and I am 60 years old. So this is one on one of my temples. As you could see, I have more hair than I had before, and my hair is longer, as well as the other temple. I have one last picture, and then I am done. You can see the other side. I have hair. And I am very proud to share that FOL works. All of these products have FOL in it, and some even have FOL and microsilver, so that you are getting as best as possible a protective inner battlefield within you to fight, and anything that is possibly ailing you or otherwise troubling, that you can effectively use these products and get past, get over, get through. It is not a cure for any disease. We always tell people the disclaimer, it is not a cure for any disease or specific ailment, but it is the most powerful, as we would say in America, the bestest and the mostest. It is the most powerful antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial product you can ever have to use to boost your own immune system that will help you fight. So good night and thank you.